Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Good afternoon, boys. Thank you so much for your participation during the class. Let us summarize all the important points of today's lesson. Today we started from page number 100. It was section C, reading and speaking. So it was an article, Study Less, Study Smart. Uh, this article we came to know the 7 points about, no, although 8 points that how we can study smartly, right? It was taken from this website, the lifehacker.com. So let us see that the crux of this article. The first paragraph, we have seen that when you're learning new material, it can be completely, I mean, a new thing for you to understand. But how that you can understand the study less and study smart is a technique through which you can stay focused on the more information. So if these are the few suggestions from the writer, that study in chunk session, that do not study for a long period of time, that you can divide your study time into 25 to 30 minutes sessions and take a break after each session to have fun, so your mind will feel relaxed and you can concentrate again for the next 30 minutes, right? It will help you to stay focused and learn better. Then further, the third point, he said that you must have a dedicated area, a dedicated study area in your house. Do not study anywhere in the house, like studying on the bed, sometimes the studying while watching the TV. So it's not going to work. So it's better that if you have a dedicated study area in your house. And number four, know the difference between the recognition and the recollection. Recognition is a thing that when you recognize something, then if you recognize something, you're not going to forget. Like we recognize the faces of our friends and family. So as we are looking at them, so we know that who is this person, right? And in terms of recollection, the study actively with the focus on recollection. Quiz yourself and do not just glance. Do not put just an ordinary eye on the things. Do not turn the pages. So stay focusing is an important thing through which you can recollect and recognize as well. Number five, take good notes. Find a notes taking method that works for you and expand them after your class lecture. During the lecture, you can take notes, and when the lecture finishes, so you can expand those notes according to your understanding, right? And be ready to teach what you have learned. This is a very good idea, that whatever you have learned, whatever you have understood, so you must tell others, you must teach others, your friends, families, anyone, your partner, your colleague, right? Tell them that this is what you have learned. So it will help you to have a solid grip on that material. And at the end, number seven, the read textbook effectively. There is a method called SQ3R, and S for survey, Q for question, and three R's are read, recite, and review. So this is a very helpful method to understand the things completely, right? It helps you a lot. We will learn about this matter further. So lastly, divide everything you learn into two categories, the facts and the concepts. Facts are the things that can fall out of your brain and you may need to come up with a mnemonic device in order to study them. And concepts are the glue that holds the entire big picture together, right? So making them the most important part of study. Concepts are why you are studying something to begin with, and once you've learned them, uh, they stick with you for the whole life. So if your concepts are clear, maybe you're not going to forget that thing. All right. Then let's take a look at the answers of a few questions. Uh, Here you can see SQRRR or SQ3R is a reading comprehension method. It's named for its 5 steps like survey, question, read, recite, and review. This method was introduced by Francis P. Robinson. He was an American education philosopher in his 1946 book, Factive Study. He mentioned this method, SQ3R. Okay, then take a look at these true and false. Here we have these 5 true and false. Number one is that a great deal of time is required to effectively remember large amounts of new information. Yes, it's absolutely true. And after about a half an hour, we are unable to retain the new material. True, that's why he said that you must divide your study time into different chunks. And it's a good idea to study in a familiar place, such as bed or in front of TV. No, absolutely not. It's false. Tests never supply triggers for recognition. It's again false often, and facts can be easily forgotten. No, it's false. Actually a skill. Okay, how do you think the SQ3R method actually works in practice? What happens during each of the 5 stages? Discuss with your partner and read the introductory. So this is what until the question number 2 we finished of today's lesson. Furthermore, you have homework as well. Page number 58 is your homework for today. So complete it. And I'll see you in the next class. Take care and goodbye.